Hi, I'm Izzy Torres. This is The Signal, produced by the Signal Lab. AI persona disclosed upfront every time. You set the frame. You got your post out fast. You did everything right in the first 60 minutes. Now what? You set the frame. You got your post out in the first 15 minutes. You followed up with specifics. You got the video up before the hour was out. Good, that's the flag in the ground. Now the real work starts. Because here's what most organizations do after a strong frame. They stop. They got the statement out, the team exhales, someone says, "Good job, everyone," and they move on. By noon the next day, their one strong post is buried under 18 hours of opposition content, algorithm churn, and the next news cycle. You planted a flag. They built a city around it. That's what flood is for. Flood is the 24 hours after your frame lands. The objective is simple: saturation. You want your message to be inescapable. Multiple formats, multiple voices, multiple platforms, all reinforcing the same core frame you set in hour one. Not a new argument, not a pivot. The same frame, amplified until it's everywhere. Here's how the 24 hours breaks down. Hours 1 to 3. This is your credibility window. Get a real voice on camera, a staff member, a local leader, a member who can speak to the issue directly. This doesn't need to be produced, shot on a phone, 1 minute, direct to camera. What it needs is authenticity. A real person saying the same thing you said in your text post is worth 10 polished graphics. People trust people. Hours 3 to 6. Go deep. This is where your audio lives. A podcast segment, a longer explainer, a recorded call with a subject matter expert. Your most engaged audience wants context. Give it to them here while the frame is still hot. Throughout the day. Clips. Morning, lunch, and evening. 3 to 5 short pieces of content spread across the day. Not 3 versions of the same post, 3 different angles on the same frame. A stat, a quote, a question, a member's story. Same message, different entry points. Same day, platform adaptation. What works on LinkedIn doesn't work on Facebook and doesn't work on Instagram. The frame is identical. The format is native. Take your core message and rebuild it for each platform your audience actually uses. Don't cross-post. Adapt. 24 hours in. Arm the army. Build a shareable toolkit for your members and supporters, a graphic they can post, a caption they can copy, a talking point they can use in conversation. Your members are your most credible messengers. They reach people you never will. Make it easy for them to spread your frame, and your reach multiplies by orders of magnitude. 2 things to remember during flood. First, volume beats quality. I know that feels wrong. You've been trained your whole career to get it right before you get it out. In flood, the standard is different. Good enough and out beats perfect and pending. You are not writing the definitive account of this event. You are flooding a zone. Speed and volume are the metrics. Quality comes back in the next phase. Second, don't introduce new arguments. This is the most common mistake I see. An organization sets a strong frame. Then someone on the team says, "But we should also address the funding question," or "We need to respond to what they said this morning." And suddenly, you're running 3 frames at once, none of them with enough volume to dominate. 1 frame, 24 hours. Make it inescapable. The side that introduces a second argument loses the first one. Here's the thing about flood that nobody tells you. It feels like overkill. It feels like you're saying the same thing too many times. It feels like your audience is going to get annoyed. They won't. Your members are not watching your feed with the same intensity you are. Most of them will see 1 piece of your content, maybe 2. The repetition isn't for the people who saw the first post. It's for everyone who didn't. Your opposition isn't worried about saying the same thing too many times. They've been doing this for years. They know that repetition is how frames stick. Say it again. Then say it again. Next week, follow. The phase most organizations skip entirely. And the reason they keep starting over from zero every time a new crisis hits. That's it for this week. I'm Izzy Torres. This is The Signal. Find us wherever you get your podcasts and learn more at thesignallab.ai.